All right, so we'll start breathing your hands up overhead. Exhale the hands down back behind the back of your head. Inhale, push the hands out wide. Exhale, breathe them forward, round the back out. Inhale, arms up overhead. Extend your spine a little bit. Exhale, round down and forward all the way. Inhale, arms back up. And exhale, the right arm back. Inhale, the right arm up. Exhale, the left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, the arms back up overhead. And then bring the arms back down behind the head and press out to the side. Got a couple more stragglers. So now we're gonna round the arms forward. Inhale up. Exhale, exhale, fold forward all the way. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale the right arm back. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale the left arm back, right up and forward. Inhale them both back up overhead. And round 3, the hands come back down behind the head. And inhale, press out to the side. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, round up, extend the spine a little bit, look up towards the sky. And exhale, round down all the way, hands to feet. Inhale, round all the way back up. Extend the arms. Exhale, right arm back. Inhale, right arm back up. Exhale, left arm back. Inhale, left arm back up. And exhale, arms back down behind the head. We'll go one more round here and press the arms out to the side. And exhale, round forward. Inhale, bring them up. Extend the spine, chin up off the chest. And exhale, right arm back. And inhale, right arm up. Exhale, left arm back. Inhale, left arm up. I messed up that sequence, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and bring the arms back down by the sides. I'm already heating up. All right, got a pretty good crowd this morning. This is exciting. So we're gonna go ahead and bring the arms down by the sides. And bend the knees a little bit and swing the arms up overhead. Interlace all the fingers, release just the index finger. And start to tick-tock side to side a little bit here. As you bring the arms down to the left, bring the hips over to the right, and vice versa. And we'll meet in the center. Chin up off the chest. And as inhale and bring the arms straight up overhead. Then exhale the arms down to the right, bring the hips to the left. If this is too much for you here, you feel like you need to hold your breath, you can bring the right arm down here and hang out here. You want to think about keeping the arms straight here, squeezing the head with the biceps, bringing the right shoulder forward a little bit, bring the right hip back a little bit. So your body's just one thin piece here. It can fit between a couple panes of glass. Legs are always straight and strong in any of our standing postures here. If you ever feel like you're just hanging out on your back, your legs probably aren't engaged enough. Chin stays up away from the chest. Bring the fingers pointing a little bit closer to the back of the room. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back up to the center. And go ahead and inhale, back up. And now let's exhale the arms down to the left, the hips come over to the right. Again, chin stays up off the chest, legs are strong and engaged. And you're reaching, arms straight, biceps squeezing the head, and breathing. Want to maintain a good, smooth breath in and out through the nose throughout the entire practice. Those arms straight and strong. Fingers come to the back of corner of the room for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back up to the center. And release the arms down by the sides. And the shoulders good and warmed up so far. So come towards the back a little bit here. And let's go ahead and exhale back up overhead. And arms come out wide to the side and round forward, nice and slow. And then inhale, come up halfway. Rest your hands on your shins or your knees here. And then exhale, come all the way back down. And we're going to meet into a plank position. Go ahead and go down into a plank. All right. On our plank position here, bring your hips up so they're not sagging down, but they're not also hiking all the way up. You're going to screw your hands into the mat. So the left hand is going to be going counterclockwise. Right hand, you're going to screw clockwise. Keep the shoulders nice and tight. Should feel a good core tightness here. We're going to be in the plank a few times here, so you want to make sure you're having good, solid positioning. And the eye of the elbows are pointing forward towards the screen, towards the front of the room. Go ahead and start to lower down nice and slow, elbows close by your sides. You go ahead and bring the tops of your feet onto the ground. You go ahead and start to pull your chest up off the ground here. Little toe weight on the elbow. And our spine used to being in this extended position. Hopefully you just go out of bed, but judging by the tardiness of some of you, I'm guessing that's the case. So go bring yourself back into a plank position and then press back into downward dog. Go ahead and walk the dog out just a little bit. You're gonna bend the right, straighten the left, vice versa. Kind of shake the hips out, whatever you feel like your body needs right now to loosen up a little bit. Get in the groove. All right, we'll go ahead and meet back into that downward dog position here. So my understanding is we have someone with a knee injury here today. So what I want you to do is just come back down on your knee and then walk your foot back to the center. If you're good, then you can bring the right leg up and swing it up through in between your hands, right here. Go ahead and bring the arms up overhead. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. We're in crescent pose here. So throughout pretty much all of these postures, you should feel kind of a gentle contraction of your core. You don't need to be bearing down, but it should be tense here and help keeping your spine in a good position. Another good general rule of thumb, the shoulders down away from the ears. These muscles up here tend to get tight and overused. So we want to keep those relaxed, and it'll help keep a good posture throughout the rest of our day. The other part, a little bit of a tuck to the chin this way. If you really want to spice it up, you can add a little bit of a pelvic floor or a Kegel contraction in here as well. And we're going to go ahead and open up into Warrior Two. So in Warrior Two, the hands are in one straight line. You're going to come down into your lunge a little bit. That front knee isn't caving in, it's pressing out towards the side of the room. The back edge of the left foot is pressing in to the ground here, engaging that left glute muscle. Again, shoulders down away from the ears. Sink a little bit down into that lunge if you can. Really getting the body warmed up this morning. Let's go ahead and rotate back over to that crescent pose. You go ahead and lower back down into runner stretch, fingertips on the ground. And then bring that foot back and meet back into our plank here. And then go ahead and slowly lower back down, elbows by the sides, pressing forward. And then go ahead and press up into you can come back into a crescent or a cobra here. Little toe weight on the hands. If you're feeling your back feels good in this position, you can work to press up into an upward dog. Again, head coming out of the turtle shell. Tops of your feet are pressing into the floor. Sharpshooting back bend allowed here. And go ahead and slowly lower all the way back down. Press back up into your plank or kneeling, push up into the plank, and then come back into downward dog. All right, knee injury, remember our variation here if you're having pain. The other one, everybody else, right foot into the center, left foot comes up high. You go ahead and swing up through. It's your runner stretch, fingertips on the ground.
Oh.
And then we'll press up into our crescent lunge. Remember our postural cues here. It's also just good cues for you to remember throughout your day as you're sitting at your desk or changing your diaper or whatever you have to do. Go ahead and open up into Warrior Two. Remember, front leg, knee is pressing out towards the left side. You're also pressing into your back edge of your right foot. Arms are stretching out away from each other. Breathe and sit a little bit deeper into that lunge. Get that glute work in, get that quad work in. This isn't a vacation. Let's go ahead and rotate back over into our crescent lunge. We come back down into runner stretch. And we'll meet back into our plank or our kneeling plank wherever we're at today. I'm gonna stick with the kneeling plank on this one. And we're gonna go ahead and slowly lower back down. Cobra or upward dog, whatever your back's handling well today. No matter what, legs and glutes are still engaged here. Tops of the feet pressing into the ground. For an upward dog, the head is really coming out of the turtle shell. And we'll come back into our plank or kneeling plank. Back into downward dog. Let's go ahead and float that right leg up into the air and step or swing through into runner stretch. And come back up into crescent pose briefly. Meet back into our Warrior Two position. Now we get to give. Legs a little break, straighten out that front leg. Bring it in a little bit, bring the back leg in a little bit. And we're gonna open up our right palm towards the sky. And you can start to bring your left hand down your left leg and bring the right hand up towards the sky. And gazes up towards the right. Again, all these standing postures, the legs are still turned on here. Really pressing into the ground. Coming back here. You have an option to include a bind in this and bring your left hand behind your back here. Your left hand's behind your back. You feel your butt muscles turned on here, not just chilling. See if you can come back a little bit further. You're not holding your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tilt to come back up, tilt the arms to come back up, and sit back into your Warrior Two. Now face the palms straight ahead of you. Look back towards your left shoulder and start to reach forward with your right arm until you can't reach any further. When you cannot reach any further, tilt the arms to come up. And you should still be in a lunge here in triangle pose. Our right hand is not resting on the floor. You can have the fingertips touching the floor, but no weight is going through the right hand. You want to think about pushing into your right arm and your right knee. Use that as leverage to open up your twist a little bit more with the gaze coming up towards the left hand. Again, knee pain with this, you can always just come out of your lunge a little bit. It should be good. Again, knife edge of the back foot is still pressing into the floor. So both legs are engaged here. Not one is ever turned off in any of our standing postures. And let's tilt the arms to come up, back into our warrior two. And rotate back to crescent. And back down to runner stretch. And we'll meet back in plank or kneeling plank. And go ahead and slowly lower down all the way. And cobra, upward dog, whatever you're feeling. Either way, tops of the feet are pressing into the floor. I'm gonna stick with some cobra right now. Push up or kneeling push up, meet back into our plank. And come back into downward dog. Right foot comes to the center, left foot comes high up in the air. Step or swing the left foot through in between your hands. Meet into runner's stretch. You know what's coming, come up into crescent lunge. And then open up into warrior two. And sit down in that lunge. Feel that glute work. Go ahead and give yourself a break and straighten out that left leg. Bring the back leg in a little bit and reverse our warrior. Don't forget about the legs here. Always engaged. We've got a strong base to work from. And come back a little bit further for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tilt the arms to come up. Let's sit back down into that everyone's favorite warrior two. Stretch the arms out wide away from each other. Face the palms straight forward. Gazes back towards the right arm. And then reach your left arm forward so you can't reach any further. And then tilt the arms. Come down into the triangle. Again, little to no weight through the left hand. It can be shot on the ground, but no weight through it. And then using that left arm as leverage against the left leg to twist our spine and open up the chest towards the sky. And tilt the arms to come back up and turn and face to come into a crescent lunge. You guys are killing it. Love every one of you. That's the hardest part, or one of the hardest parts of the practice. You guys are doing great. Come back down into a runner stretch, and we'll meet back into our plank or our kneeling plank here. You come back into whatever version of, or let's just go up to a regular plank and then downward dog. And then start to walk your hands up, or your feet up towards your hands. And as you swing the arms up, we're gonna sit down into a squat, into a chair pose here. So notice my knees and my feet and ankles are close together. If this is too much for your shoulders or your back, for your arms to be up here, you can bring them down by your sides. You wanna think about sitting back, shift your weight back so you're sitting back into the chair. Chin up away from the chest. Those legs are working good. And we'll come up nice and slow for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax the arms down by the sides. Go ahead and grab yourself a drink of water if you need one here. Take a little breather. I don't like talking this much. All right, what's next? We're gonna introduce a new one this week. Tough one. There's a lot of variations, so just stick with wherever you're at today. Standing split pose. So you're gonna, Before you even lift this right leg up off the ground, you're gonna really engage your left leg and press it into the ground. Feel your kneecap lift up because your quad muscle's pulling so hard here. And glute muscles engaged here too. Now you can start to slowly bring that right leg up off of the ground. Come to that 90-degree angle here. This might be where you're at today. You might want to stay here. You can reach your hand down here to help kind of engage here. If you're feeling good here and your leg is staying straight and strong, that's the main thing as far as safety-wise. If you lose the straightness of your left leg, then come back into the previous version of the posture. If you're good here, you can come down and interlace your hands underneath the ball of your right foot. And then that might be all the that you have here today. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're still doing good here. You want to kick out that right leg and bring it at that 90-degree angle from your hip. And think about bending your elbows here and pulling your chest and your face closer down to your shin. And try to keep breathing. Trying my best. And go ahead and reverse out of that wherever you're at today. Chest back up, leg comes down to the ground. Shift the weight over onto your right side. About 10% or 90% of your weight is on your right leg, 10% is on your left. Someone is a little loud. I think I'm gonna mute you there, Brett. We got a straight, strong right leg here, and go ahead and bring the left leg up to that 90-degree hip angle. Again, really feel the quad. The quad's the most important here. The kneecap lifting up. Again, if you lose that at any point, come back to the previous version of the posture. You might just be right here today. You're still working. Those muscles are still working pretty good here. You're still feeling good. Chest comes down. Wrap. Interlace the fingers underneath the ball of the left foot. If you're going into, it doesn't matter. If you're going into the next one or if you're sitting here, you want to press the left foot down in towards the left hand. And that'll help you keep this left leg up high as you extend it straight forward. And again, that right leg is still straight, strong, engaged. Then you want to think about bending your arms. Bring your face and your chin down towards your chest. You go ahead and bend that knee. Reverse up out of it one step at a time. Oh yeah, we'll call that the master pose of this series. Good work. You made it all the way through that. We're gonna bring the hands up back overhead. We're getting to some eagle wrapping. So right arm underneath the left. Wrap your wrists if you got it. If not, you can stay here wherever you're at today. The main thing is we want to pull the arms down away from the chin, stretch out our back muscles. Then you want to think about rounding forward and down and then sit back into the chair. As you do so, bring the right leg up over the left. Ideally, we can engage a full bind here where the foot is wrapped around the shin. If not, that's fine, just wherever you're at here. As short as you can from the waist down, sitting into the chair. As tall as you can from the waist up. Try not to collapse into the middle part of your left foot. Keep the left knee moving out towards the left side. Like an eagle gazing over Tacoma right now. It's beautiful. I'm watching over the nest, dude. All right, we're gonna go ahead and release those wraps. Bring the arms back overhead. And let's get right into that left side. So the left arm comes down this time underneath the right. Get our wraps. Bring the arms down away from the chest. And we're gonna go ahead and round forward.
And sit down into the chair and then bring all the weight towards the right foot and bring the left foot up over the right and try and engage that bind around the back of your calf there. Again, sit down into the chair, but stay tall from the waist up. It depends on the week, man. Just enjoy that ambiance. Enjoy the legs burning a little bit here. There's some sunrise yoga music and some birds chirping. It's a beautiful Sunday morning, baby. We're gonna go ahead and unwrap and come back out of it. Arms up overhead. Release the arms back down by the sides. I'm sweating, man. I'm going shirtless. Sorry, everybody. Gotta work on this tan. Get ready for summertime. Okay. We'll go this will be the last really tough balancing one. I promise it starts to get a little bit more chill from here on out. So we're gonna bring, again, we have variations here. Bring the right elbow by your right side. Straighten out the hand. Standing bow pulling pose. So you're gonna bend the right knee, and you're going to, keeping your pinky finger and your thumb together, you're gonna interlace, you're gonna grab the inside of your right foot and ankle. You're gonna bring the left arm up, shoulder right by your ear. And you're gonna start to kick the right leg back and up before you're bringing your chest down at all. Just kick the right leg back and up. If you wanna stay here, that's fine. The rest of us, you're gonna start to tilt your body forward and keep kicking, and keep with your right foot and reaching with your left hand. It's a counterbalancing pose here. Gazes up over your middle finger on your left side. The left leg is still straight, strong, engaged always here. You're getting better at this one. And go ahead and kick, kick to come up out of it. And release that right side, release the arm down by the side. Left arm by your left side, straighten out the left arm, bend the left knee, grasp the inside of the left foot and ankle. Right leg is straight and strong. Bring the right arm up. Start to turn your shoulders to open them up towards the left, but you're gonna try and keep your hips facing straight forward, but your shoulders are turning. And start to kick the left leg back and up. And then you can stay here, or you can start to tilt forward. There are a couple things that are really gonna help keep your balance in this one. That's keeping the right leg strong engaged, and also the counterbalance. So really kicking with your left leg and then reaching with your right arm. And go ahead and kick to come up. Release that left leg and the right arm back down by your side. Let's go ahead and all take a 90-degree turn to face the right side of your room. You're gonna bring your arms up. Go ahead and come towards the front of your mat. Bring the arms up overhead. You're gonna take a big step out towards your right. You don't have any back pain or sciatica, numbness, tingling going down your legs. Bring your toes to face in a little bit. And with the straight back, you're gonna start to round forward, face down towards the floor. Your gaze is straight down towards the floor. Again, no sharp shooting pain with this. You're still breathing good. You wanna grab the outsides of your feet. So you're like stepping on your fingers. Start to use your arms to pull your face a little bit closer towards the floor. should actually release some pressure in our spine, creating a traction effect, and release some of the pressure that gravity puts on the spine every day. Let's go ahead and stop stepping on our hands. Bring the arms back out to the side. Flat back, come all the way up. And lunge into your right leg a little bit. Press into it and step back up to meet your left. Arms up overhead. Release the arms down by your sides. Go ahead and inhale them. Those bad boys back up. Interlace just the thumbs this time. You're going to take a little bit of a shorter step out towards your right. I'm going to turn so I can face you guys. You're going to start to turn on your feet. So you're facing straight forward. Your right foot is facing straight forward. Your left foot is at like a 45-degree. Up tall. Again, legs are still engaged, all the standing postures. You're going to start to round your chin down towards your chest. Slowly round your whole spine until you meet yourself all the way down with your nose or your forehead on your knee. So you want to bend the knee as much as you need to get that done here. Once you're down, you can separate your hands, help you balance a little bit. Go ahead and slowly roll up with your hands straight out in front of you. Thumbs interlaced, coming up one vertebrae at a time. Go ahead and rotate all the way over until you're facing the other side of the room. Okay, just the thumbs are interlaced here. Make sure you tilt so your hips are facing straight forward. Turn your hips, turn your hips, turn your hips. Right foot at a 45, left foot straight forward. Go ahead and slowly round your spine until your forehead or your nose is touching your knee. And you can separate your arms out to help you balance once you're down. Hands out in front of you, thumbs interlace. Start to slowly round up. One vertebrae at a time. Turn to face front of the room, right side of the room. Come arms down, step into your right, lunge into your right leg a little bit, and press to meet the left, arms up overhead, and arms come back down by your sides. And then turn to face the front of the room. All right, a couple variations for this last standing posture. So knee pain, what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick right here where your foot is just right underneath your knee, or you can come up above your knee if that's not causing any problems here, but we're not gonna go all the way up into the other version of the posture. So no knee pain, no hip pain with this. You're gonna grab your right foot and bring it all the way up into your left hip area. And you're gonna grab the underside of your left foot with your left hand. Let that right knee come down away towards the back of the room. Right hand to heart center. Think about trying to keep the hips level on one line here. So if you feel like you're hiking up, try to really work your way down to make them more level. Left leg straight, strong. You should feel left glute pushing you forward. You should feel the left quad pressing into the right foot. Good, go ahead and release that side, release the arm. And we'll switch again, knee pain, we're here, or here. Rest of us, grab the bottom underside of the left foot. Bring it as high up as you can, up into the right hip. Grab the underside of it. Let the hip open up. Try to let it open up. Left hand to heart center. And don't stop breathing. Don't stop engaging the right quad and the right glute. Press that left knee down a little bit more for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release that side. And work your way. Just grab a drink of water if you need it. Work your way onto your back. That's it for the standing series. Killing it. Hard for me to see with this glare. All right. So for our first Shavasana, those of you who have been here before, you know the drill, but there's some that are new, so we're going to go over it again. First thing to start is you're going to bring your feet together, your heels together to touch, and then you're going to let your feet just open up and relax your whole legs. And then your arms are down by your sides with your palms facing the sky. You want to think, again, always shoulders down away from the ears, a little bit of tuck to the chin. And for this first Shavasana, we're keeping our eyes open. And we're just thinking about coming back to the moment. If you let any of those postures get the best of you, if you got pissed off of me, try and just let that go and come back to your breath. All right, got lost in thought, bring it back for me. You're gonna bring your right knee up towards your chest. Your right leg should be totally relaxed. You're gonna grab underneath your right knee, both hands, all fingers interlaced, and the shoulders down away from the ears. You're gonna pull with your arms hard, a little bit of tuck to your chin. Trying to avoid your rib cage with your right leg. And what we're doing here with this one, we're getting a good stretch into our hip. We're bringing a gentle massaging effect to our ascending colon. By the end of this, we're going to give your toilet's going to get some work this morning. That's the plan. You're welcome. And pull a little bit harder with your arm. Arms. And go ahead and release that side. And bring the left leg up. Doing the same thing, working our descending colon a little bit here. Again, the left leg should be totally relaxed. Pulling hard with the arms the entire time. Tuck to the chin, shoulders down away from the ears. And pull a little bit harder here. And release that side. We got to complete that picture. Get our transverse colon. So bring both legs up, knees up towards the chest. Wrap the arms down just below the knees. And pull hard here. The tailbone is going down towards the yoga mat, but the knees are coming up closer towards the chest because you're pulling over through. So you're getting some good arm and back work here, stretching the hips. Go ahead and release that. Bring the arms back straight out. Roll over onto your side and then rotate so you're facing towards the front of the room. So we've been giving our legs probably more love than our arms so far in this. So the goal of this next one is to work your legs. I don't remember the name of it. It is to work your legs, but it also is to create some compression in your arm. And so when we release the posture, you're going to get a new fresh flow of blood there, and which is really good for our vascular system and for our arms. So you're going to start with your arms down by your side, and you're going to lean over towards your left side. You're going to bring your right arm underneath your body with the palm facing straight down. It's right straight underneath your body. And then open up towards your left side. Bring that other hand to meet your left hand to meet your right hand. And bring your pinky fingers to touch. Again, palms are facing straight down. Completely turning off the left leg. We're gonna make our right leg straight and strong and bring it up to a 45-degree angle. You shouldn't feel your left leg turned on at all here. If you feel like it is, then you've gone probably a little bit too high with the right leg. And go ahead and relax that right leg down. Now we're going to turn the right leg completely off. Turn on, make the left leg straight and strong. Toes are pointed towards the back of the room, and bring that left leg up to our 45-degree angle. Left side of the pelvis is pressing down on that arm, creating that compressive effect. And go ahead and release that side down. And now think about bringing your hands a little bit closer together. You might be getting a little bit of numbness tingling into your arm. If you are, that's fine. That's fairly normal in this posture. Just trying to avoid the sharp shooting pains here. So pressing your hands down into the mat and your shoulders down into the mat. You're gonna bring both legs up off of the floor. Again, press those hands hard. Your upper body and your back are working here. Press those hands hard into the mat. Yeah, legs are straight. And go ahead and relax the legs down and release the arms out to the side. Shake them out a little bit. Go ahead and bring the hands underneath your shoulders and do a reverse push-up or kneeling push-up, back up into plank, and we'll come back onto hands and knees here on all fours. I wouldn't love you if I didn't give you some core work this morning, so we're gonna go ahead and get into some of that. So we're gonna go ahead and bring your left leg straight. Your left toes are just kind of grazing the ground, not a lot of weight through them. You're gonna bring your right arm straight out in front of you with a clasped fist. And then with bringing your heel back towards the back of the room and your toes forward towards the front of your body, you're gonna lift your leg up just a little bit, your left leg up. And heel is pressing back, that'll turn on the butt muscles. Core is tight, shoulders are engaged here, especially on the right side. You should not have a lot of twisting going on with your spine. You should be in a good, solid, straight line. We're going to slowly lower back down, putting no weight on that left foot or right arm, just kind of hovering over the floor. And then we're going to come back up into it. Sometimes people try to go too high with the leg on this one and you overextend your spine. It's not necessary. This posture is all about stability, not mobility. And you might be good with that one. If you are, just go ahead and relax. The rest of us are just going to do that hover effect again with the arm and the knee, or the hand and the knee. And then we're going to go up for our last round here for 10, 5, and go ahead and relax back down. All right, we got another side to do, so we're going to straighten out that right leg. Just hover the toes right on the mat. Left leg or left arm comes out overhead, fist engaged. And go ahead and start to lift that right leg up with the heel pressing towards the back of the room. Toes are coming forward. And let's go ahead and hover. Or if that's all you got today, then you can just chill on all fours. Rest of us coming back up. Think about opening up your fist towards the sky here. Keep the glute engaged, cores tight. And let's go back into our hover, or be done. And last round back up for 10. And go ahead and come back down, me back on all fours. And let's drop back into a child's pose here. Hips down towards the heels. Stretch the arms straight out in front of you, chin down towards the mat. You can play with your knee position here to see what's more comfortable. Some people like a little better out wide. Some people like a little more narrow. We're going to go ahead and walk our hands over towards the left side. Feel a good long stretch along the right side of your body. And let's go ahead and move over towards the right. And back over to the center. And press back up onto all fours. And we're going to move into a side plank position. Let's go on the right side first. So your body's going to start in this like V position here. We have a couple options. If you find this is a little bit too much from your feet, you can come into a kneeling position. You can come up that way. The rest of us, your left foot is going to come forward. So your foot are staggered there. And you're going to come up onto your elbow. And as you come up, you're starting this V position. As you come up, you're going to press your hips forward so your body's in one straight line. Really pressing the hips forward and up towards the sky. Arm can come up into the sky there. Finding this to be pretty easy. Next option is to bring that left foot up into a star position here. If you have any shoulder pain with this, you can reach over with your left hand to help stabilize your shoulder, your right shoulder here. right, so don't come out of it. We're gonna work our way over into a front plank here. So don't drop your hips down. Don't hike them up too high. Nice and level. If you need to go from your knees here, do so. Move over onto your left side to whatever version you're at today. Again, hips are pressing forward and up towards the sky. And foot comes back down, come back and do a front plank. Knees if you need to. Back over towards the right side. You guys are doing great. And lift that leg up if you got it. And let's bring that leg back down. Come back into our front plank. Back onto the left side. If you got to go from your knees, do it. Keep that form good no matter what. And back into a front plank. We got one more each side. It's going to be our shortest time yet. Stick with us if you can. And back over to the right. 10. And back to our front plank. And back over to the left. 10. 5. Go ahead and bring yourself down. Chill for a second. Peter's still alive. You're still with us. We're almost done. So we're gonna go ahead and go all the way back down onto your back. Knees bent. Bring your heels up as close to your butt as you can get them. You're gonna take your elbows and you're gonna press them down in towards the floor. You're gonna press up into a glute bridge. On your feet, you wanna think about most of your weight coming in towards your toes. It's gonna turn on your quads. It'll turn off your which will turn off your hamstrings. And it'll make your glutes work a little bit more here, which is what we're going for. Now that you're up, bring your feet a little bit closer in towards your butt. And if you got it, straighten out your right leg. Again, you can press your elbows down on the floor to help you stabilize here a bit. Go ahead and slowly lower down. Switch out your feet if you're hitting a single leg. Go ahead and press up. You got your pelvis staying level here, really working that right glute. Both glutes if you got the double leg bridge. Again, weight towards the ball, the foot, or the toes. On your right side, both sides. Go ahead and slowly lower that side down. You know we're going back to the left and up. And slow lower. Stay with me here. Don't get lazy because it's the end of the session. You guys are doing great. You get out of it what you put in. And press the hips up a little bit higher.
And slowly lower down. We'll all do one more, just double leg bridge this time. So both feet plant on the floor, heels close to the butt as you can, and press up and really squeeze those glutes. Make your core tight, abs are tight. Belly button in towards the spine a little bit. Press the elbows into the floor and squeeze and push higher. And slow lower all the way back down. Go ahead and roll over on your right side. What? Oh. Go ahead and sit up. We gotta get one more for our hips here. So bring your right knee up towards your right wrist. Bring the right ankle up towards your left wrist. Hips are parallel towards the ground. You want to think about keeping your back straight to start here. Start to lower the chest a little bit towards the floor. You should feel a little bit more in your hips as you do that. Start to walk your body over towards the left side. Stretch out those hip muscles a little bit differently. And then over towards the right. Your belly button just kind of going right over your right thigh. Think about keep bringing your right hip closer to the ground. You don't necessarily want to totally like collapse and round your back forward. You want to keep your belly button moving towards the ground. That'll make you feel a little bit more in your hip. Let's go ahead and release that side and bring the left knee up towards the left wrist. And bring the left ankle up towards the right wrist. Right leg straight back. Start to bring the belly button down towards the floor. With that straight back. Go ahead and walk your hands over towards the right. And then over towards the left side. Bring that belly button a little bit closer towards the floor. Bring that left hip a little bit closer towards the floor. Open that sucker up. And let's come back to the center. Go ahead and move into a seated position here. And go ahead and roll all the way down onto your back to our final Shavasana. So remember our Shavasana cues here. As we come back, we're going to bring the heels together. We're going to let the toes just fall open out to the side, palms facing up towards the sky. And do me a favor and just come back to this moment right now. Don't be thinking about what you got to do after this. Think about something that happened last night. Think about your breath. Think about breathing into your stomach, with your stomach
rising towards the sky, but also expanding your rib cage out towards the sides. And close your eyes here if they aren't already. Try to think about slowing your breath down here. Just relaxing everything as much as you can. Put in a lot of hard work this session. You set yourself up to have an awesome day and to really enjoy this relaxation component, so let yourself do so. Let's shift the focus down towards our feet. Let everything just kind of warm up and melt around your feet, around your toes, your toe muscles, your foot muscles, everything around your ankle. Let them just really release. Let's bring that warmth up your calf muscles. Let those let go. The insides, the outsides, the middle, everything is just calm. And that's all you're focusing on with those muscles. Now up into your thighs, right above your knees. In your mid thighs and upper thighs. Melting away, chilling. To your glutes. Work those puppies today. Let them melt like a pancake into the floor. Your pelvis, pelvic floor muscles. Your stomach, lower stomach down below your belly button. Up above, releasing, but feeling that breath coming in and out. To your rib cage, into your chest, warming up and melting. Let that feeling flow down and through your shoulders into your hands, working its way up, starting at the fingertips, the base of your palms, the wrists and the forearms, right up just above your elbows, your upper arms and your shoulders. Everything is just relaxed. Let's bring it up into your traps, into your neck. I like to make those stiff all throughout the day in stressful times like we have now. Those are way overworked. Stop working them. Bring it up the rest of your neck, into the base of your jaw. Now some of us are big eaters here, so we gotta give those a break too. If you got a dentist in the room that can tell us something about that, let everything just chill in your face muscles, your nose, around your eyes, your forehead. And just enjoy some space here and total relaxation for a couple minutes for me. Now let's go ahead and start to shake out, wiggle out our fingers and our toes a little bit here. Arms and the legs. Whenever you're ready, stay here as long as you need to. roll over onto your right side. You're on your right side, supporting your head with your hands. And at your own pace, slowly kind of work your way back up into a seated position here. A little bit longer today than previously. I feel like it was worth it. Thanks everyone for sticking around as long as you did. You guys have any
Thanks, Ty.
yeah, if you guys have any suggestions or concerns, comments, don't be afraid to let me know, and invite whoever you want to these, and I can just let me know and I can add them to the group or however you guys want to do it. Yeah, I hope everyone have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Namaste.
Thanks, Tyler.